Hello and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV 30 Minutes. I am Nwabweze Njoku. In the headlines, court grants Showore, leader of Revolution Now, a 20 million naira bail. Ebonyi state government demands explanation as gunmen shoot dead 3 policemen. Dangote loses $900 million in 24 hours. And now, the details. The President, Chief Executive, Dangote Industries Limited, Aliko Dangote, saw his total net worth drop by $900 million on Friday as his flagship company emerged the biggest loser at the end of trading on the Nigerian Stock Exchange. Bloomberg Billionaires Index, which is a ranking of the world's 500 richest people, showed that his wealth fell from $18.4 billion on Thursday to $17.5 billion on Friday, making him the 114th wealthiest man in the world, down from 106th the previous day. The share price of Dangote Cement PLC, Nigeria's biggest listed company and Africa's largest cement producer, tumbled by 8.13% to close at 225 naira on Friday from 244.90 on Thursday. Dangote was the only Nigerian on the list of 500 billionaires and retained his position as Africa's richest person as at Friday. Now, his most valuable, closely held asset is a fertilizer plant with capacity to produce up to 2.8 million tons of urea annually, according to the International News Agency. Currency in circulation rose by 249 billion naira from 2.66 trillion naira as of the end of November to 2.91 trillion naira in December 2020. The data was obtained from the Central Bank of Nigeria on Sunday. The currency in circulation rose from a figure of 2.49 trillion naira as of the end of October. The CBN said, as a result of its monetary policy actions, the reserve grew very moderately as of the end of September 2020. In its third quarter economic report, the Apex Bank stated that on a quarterly basis, reserve grew by 2.5% to 13.57 trillion at the end of September 2020, compared with a growth of 30.4% at the end of June 2020. Liquidity in the system was moderated by provisioning and settlement of foreign exchange purchases, auctions of CBN bills, federal government bonds, and Nigerian Treasury bills, as well as cash reserve ratio obligations. The industry liquidity position was positively impacted by repayments of matured CBN bills and Nigerian Treasury bills, as well as fiscal disbursements to the 3 tiers of government. Now, according to the Central Bank of Nigeria, currency in circulation is defined as currency outside the vaults of the central bank. That is, all legal tender currency in the hands of the general public and in the various vaults of the deposit money banks. Now, the Asset Management Company of Nigeria, AMCON, has called on all agencies of the federal government and all stakeholders to join its debt recovery drive as the company hopes to secure an outstanding 4.4 trillion naira. AMCON, in a statement issued on Sunday, noted that a failure to recover the debt would further worsen the nation's economy. According to the agency, the 4.4 trillion naira is bigger than the entire 2021 capital expenditure budget of the federal government, which stands at 3.85 trillion naira. The agency, in a statement, said if such amount is recovered, the agency believes that the money can go a long way to revive the iron and steel sectors, now as well as improve electricity in the country. It also believes that the recovery will involve the employment of more manpower, which in turn would reduce the crime rate in the country. As the second week of the year 2020 begins, investors on Monday gained 15.97 billion naira at the close of business on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange. The equity capitalization rose from 20.978 trillion naira traded on Friday to 20.994 trillion naira on Monday, a 15.979 billion naira or 0.07% gain. The gain was driven by a high volume of transactions made by the financial sector. Zenith Bank equity was the most traded stock, trading 13.36 million shares valued at 344.696 million naira. Other most traded stocks include Guarantee Trust Bank, Access Bank, and UBA. The all-share index also closed blue, rising to 40,150.78 points from 40,120.22 points at the close of trading on Friday. This was a 0.08% rise. The number of shares traded was 335,699 million, valued at 2.489 billion naira in 533 deal. There was 36 gainers and 24 losers in the activity chart. Roa PLC was top gainer, while Qtix PLC was on top among other losers. The National Identity Management Commission, NIMC, has warned the public to beware of a fake app that claims to help link the national identity number to SIM cards. In a post on its Twitter handle, NIMC dissociated itself from the app, saying it is run by fraudsters who use it to harvest people's name and bank verification numbers. The Commission advised people to protect their data and stop disclosing personal information to unauthorized persons or platforms. Now, residents of Bonny local government area of Rivers State on Monday protested on the island, lamenting the prolonged, incessant attacks and killings by pirates on their waterways. The protesters, who are mostly residents of Bonny Island, told newsmen that the most recent of the attacks was on January the 5th, 2021, when two indigents drowned in the river after pirates attacked their boat. They added that the pirates, after the attack, made away with valuables from the passengers and asked them to jump into the high sea. Meanwhile, due to the high rate of the attacks by pirates on the island, the Rivers State government in July 2019 launched a special security initiative codenamed Operation Sting, in which patrol vehicles and gunboats were donated to security agencies to tackle violent crimes on the roads and on the waterways in the state. The Bonny protesters, however, insisted that there has been no improvement in the security situation in Bonny. The Ebonyi State Commissioner of Police, the Ebonyi State Commissioner for Internal Security, Stanley Okore-Mega, has given security agencies 48 hours to brief the state government on how the security breach that led to the shooting to death of 3 policemen occurred, without any intelligence to forestall the incident. The commissioner said the government was saddened by the incident. 3 police officers were shot dead, while 2 others sustained bullet wounds at Onoeke Police Station in the Ezza South local government area of the state. It was gathered that the policemen were attacked by gunmen who stormed the police station on Saturday. The slain officers were 2 male inspectors and 1 policewoman who was relaxing in her room when the gunmen struck. It was gathered that the attackers took away 2 AK-47 rifles kept at the station. The police public relations officer in the state, Lovett Order, who confirmed the incident, explained that the corpses of the slain officers had been deposited in a mortuary, while the 2 who sustained bullet wounds were receiving treatment. At least 20 people were burned to death in a ghastly motor accident had occurred along the Bauchi-Maiduguri Expressway on Sunday. The tragedy, which occurred around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, involved a Borno Express mass transit and a golf car. However, 2 female passengers were said to have survived the accident. Ahmed Wakil, spokesperson for the Bauchi State Police Command, said that the accident occurred at Teruwan area of the state. According to him, the Borno Express bus was heading to Maiduguri from Jos, while the golf car was coming from Misau and was heading to Bauchi. He said the police conveyed all the victims to the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital, while corpses of the victims were deposited at the mortuary. The Benue State government is mourning the death of former military administrator Colonel Aminu Isa Kontagura, retired, who passed away on Sunday, 10th January 2021, at the age of 65. Following his demise, Governor Samuel Otom has declared Tuesday, the 12th of January 2021 as work-free day and urged that all flags be flown at half-staff in honor of the deceased. Governor Tom, in his tribute on Monday, described the death of Colonel Kontagura as a great loss to Nigeria and Benue State in particular, stressing that his footprints in the state have remained indelible. The governor described Benue as the second home of the deceased, having remained in touch with the state during happy and trying moments. He sympathized with the government and people of Niger State over the death of their illustrious son and prayed to God to grant his soul eternal rest. Colonel Aminu Isa Kontagura, born in 1956, was a military administrator of Benue State from August 1996 to August 1998 during the military regime of General Sani Abacha. A chief magistrate sitting in Wuse, Abuja, has granted bail to the convener of Revolution Now, Omoyele Sowore, in the sum of 20 million naira. The second to defeat defendants were also admitted to bail in the sum of 1 million naira and one surety in like sum. Chief Magistrate Mabel Shego Bello, while ruling on the bail application on Monday, admitted Sowore to bail in the sum of 20 million naira and 2 sureties in the like sum. The court also ordered Sowore to remain in Abuja and must physically report to the court registrar every Monday and Friday, pending the hearing and determination of the case against him. The court further ordered that one of his sureties must be a civil servant, not below grade level 12. Sowore and 4 others are standing trial for alleged unlawful assembly, criminal conspiracy, and inciting public disturbance. The trial has been fixed for February the 5th, 2021. And on the foreign scene, Facebook on Monday has shut a number of accounts belonging to Ugandan government officials accused of seeking to manipulate public debate ahead of elections on Thursday. The East African nation is holding presidential and parliamentary elections after a tense and bloody campaign, with President Yoweri Museveni, 76, facing a stiff challenge from pop star turned politician Bobby Wine, who is 38 years old. In an email, the Facebook's head of communications for Sub-Saharan Africa, Keziah Anim Ado, said a network of accounts and pages in Uganda that engaged in coordinated inauthentic behavior to target public debate ahead of the election was removed. Anim Ado said the network was linked to the Ministry of Information and Communications Technology. Social media giants have come under increasing scrutiny over the content they are allowed to spread on their networks. Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook blocked U.S. President Donald Trump over incitement to violence after his supporters stormed the U.S. Capitol last Wednesday. A move is backseat as an assault on free speech. And now in sports, Tottenham Hotspur match against coronavirus ravaged Aston Villa has been postponed, with Jose Mourinho's men instead set to face Fulham in a rearranged fixture on Wednesday. The Premier League said in a statement on Monday that Fulham's match against Spurs on December the 30th was itself postponed because of a COVID-19 outbreak among Scott Parker's squad. Mourinho had said it was completely impossible for any more of his size matches to be postponed amid a fixture pile-up with Spurs still involved in 4 competitions. However, the solution at least eases Tottenham's backlog, with another clash with Fulham also needing to be rescheduled from the weekend. Now, they face Manchester City in the League Cup final on April the 25th. Fulham's West London derby with Chelsea has been put back from Friday to Saturday, while Villa's next match at home at Everton has also been delayed from Saturday to Sunday, by which point some of their affected players will have fulfilled a 10-day isolation period. Villa fielded a youth team without any first-team player or coaches for Friday's 4-1 FA Cup third-round defeat to Liverpool. Now please, the second wave of the COVID-19 is projected to go up at this time of the year. Please do well to stay safe. Maintain physical and social distance and wear your mask, your face mask, while going about your daily activities. And that is Signature TV 30 Minutes on behalf of my producer, Damilola Abudu and Wabozi Njoku. Thanks for watching and good evening.